Well, it's been a while since I've done a commentary on the channel, especially a Crude one since the last one I did was 4 months ago, so it's been a pretty long fucking time in MichiganerE standards. Anyways, for today's commentary, I want to talk about a topic that's been on my mind for quite a while now. That being high school and, well, the things I fucking hated about it. You see, there's a lot of things I fucking despised about high school, and I just really want to vent about those things in a video. So, here we are. Now, just so you all know, I've been graduated for over a year since mid-2016, so I imagine that what I'm about to tell you in this video is pretty relevant to what's going on in this year in particular. Also, what I'm going to talk about in this video may actually tell some of you freshmen going to high school for the first time about what you may expect. But, with that being said, let's get to it. So first things first, let's talk about classes. Now, classes on paper are a good idea. You get the time to learn about skills that you may need in the future. That's always a great idea. Why the fuck not? But you see, what's wrong with classes in school is the way they are executed. The execution for classes in school, for the most part, are pretty fucking terrible. And that's not even counting how terrible the American schooling system itself is. You are learning so much fucking shit that you are forced to remember that you will not remember in the long run. That's not even counting tests where I can guarantee you that at least 95% of you won't remember any of the material 5 minutes after completing that test. The only reason that you're probably remembering it is so that you can get an A on that test, completed, and never worry about that shit again. That's pretty much all it is, and that's fucking sad. What's up, you little faggots? Today you'll be writing a 10-page long essay about how much of fucking failures you all are, due by the end of class. Also, pop quiz, little bitches, you'll be writing a 3-page long essay about why God never talks to us anymore. And if anyone says otherwise and says no, these assignments are stupid, then you will be getting the beating stick, okay? I will shove these screws so far up your ass, you'll wish you were never born in the first place. Now go off and kill yourselves. Have a nice day. The point of going to classes in school should be, believe it or not, retaining knowledge that could possibly help you in the future. Not learn worthless shit that's stuffed down our throats by the higher ups that thinks that we're all gonna go into engineering or programming or be doctors or other shit, etc., etc. It's a complete fucking waste of time. And don't even get me started on the fucking homework. Not once did homework ever help me at all.
But Crude, homework is, very important because it helps us practice for things.
What kind of fucking things are we supposed to be practicing for? We're going to school, we're trapped in a fucking building 7-8 hours a day, writing shit down, typing all sorts of shit down, and what, we're learning things that we're not gonna use at all 1 week after completing some sort of exam or some sort of assignment. Like, when I was in school, I felt like the majority of the time I was wasting my time. I could have been out doing something, but here I am trapped in this fucking building for several hours a day, working on things that I couldn't care less about. See, another big problem with school is how it feels like there's no freedom to really anything at all. You're forced to take the same classes as everyone else that you have no interest in participating in, doing the same shit as everyone else that you don't care to do at all, only to then be forced to do that certain thing and forget about it 5 minutes afterwards.
Now, clearly, the best course of action for a kid's education is not to spend any money on that kid's education. The reason for it is because that requires money. It's something we don't want to waste our valuable time spending because why do such a thing? We are a corporation, not a daycare.
Excuse me, sir? Yes, personally, I disagree. Sir, Sir, if I could... Sir, Sir, could I please... I swear, I am so done with this job.
It's such a fucked up system and it just makes no goddamn sense to me. Honestly, what the fuck? And another thing that pisses me off is how everyone is forced to learn the exact same way. Yeah, I get it. Nowadays, laptops are becoming more and more of a thing in school for learning, which is nice, but not everyone should be forced to learn the same way, in the exact same way. I get it, it's hard to believe, but people learn different ways because that's just how humans are built. Human nature is kind of like that, since who we are kind of defines the person we're going to be. So, not everyone's gonna learn by reading and writing every single thing down, writing down every note that is probably not gonna even be on the test in the first place. And the worst part is, it is so fucking boring when all you're doing is just reading shit, writing down note after note after note, and being forced to watch historical documentaries made in the 1980s which aren't relevant to today's standards by any means. And also having to use books from the fucking 1990s that are completely worn out and most of the times have dicks drawn on them or just have blank pages. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? And higher-ups wonder why kids aren't fucking trying. If you're not gonna make it entertaining or give people a reason to actually do anything, then no fucking shit they're not gonna try. And it doesn't matter anyways because you're still gonna move up the kids regardless since, you know, as a teacher, you don't want to lose your job of that pays $7 an hour. You see, it's a fucked up system. I don't know if this applies to schooling outside the US, but in the US, this is practically how it is. You're learning all sorts of shit that doesn't matter when you should be learning things that do matter, such as paying taxes, banking, etc., etc. You know, things that you're actually gonna use when you're an adult and hopefully living on your own because, with most people, you may grow up physically, but sure as hell not mentally. The school system in America needs a huge revamp because as long as we're going down this path, it's only gonna get worse and worse. So all in all, the American schooling system is pretty fucked up, and it needs a huge revamp. But that's all I had to say for classes. Let's move on to the one thing that I have a love and hate relationship for.
Please kill me now, please, I wanna die.
Study hall. You see, the reason why I have a love and hate relationship with this thing is because it's great because it gives you the freedom to have some time to yourself, have a little bit of peace, do what you need to do, finish up whatever homework you were given in the last 5 minutes of class that you were told to finish, which you barely had time to finish to begin with, you know, cool shit like that. But at the same time, I hate it because of the fuckboys it's filled with. For starters, you'll have all these wannabe rappers trying to promote their SoundClouds or whatever. You'll also have all these fucking faggots who can't shut the fuck up about their Instagram and Snapchats and fucking Snapchat stories, which really nobody gives a shit about. And then finally, you'll have those cunts which blare music out of their headphones, which defeats the purpose of having headphones to begin with, so it makes you wonder, fuck do you have them for? Or better yet, turn your fucking music down. Nobody wants to hear your fucking XX or fucking little Yachi shit.
Hey, what up, niggas? What up, homie? My name be Lil Toilet Seat out of my SoundCloud. And real in the game, you can't see me with my gun and my cock and my mango look best. I'm sure, homie. Hey, yo. Hey, check out my Instagram, bro. Hey, yo. Hey, check out my Snapchat, bro.
I'd appreciate it if you stopped.
And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I will kill all of you fuckers. Fear will be plentiful, death will be bountiful, I will spend none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, your past fuck kids and got sent to a prison in PC.
You are angering me.
I seen the devil, he's in you and me, you only saving the listener. This see.
If you do not stop this second, I will shoot up this school.
Follow me home, cut the white corner so nobody sees you. Turn up the phone, give it at home so nobody can trace you. Ask expressions.
That's for stealing my lunch, honey.
Like, honestly, it's like, this is all study hall is in my experience. This is all it ever was. But there really isn't much else I can say about it. So, now it's time to move on to, I don't know if others can relate to this or not, but just hear me out.
Whoa! That's like so radical!
Now, this next thing is called, well, I like to call it appealing to the youth syndrome. And the reason I say that is because, well, you know, sometimes corporations will do really dumb shit like use outdated memes to try to appeal to what's hip and cool and radical, bro, because, well, kids like, shit that's popular that is no longer popular that was popular like 10 years ago. Yeah, let me tell you a little story. You see, back in 9th grade when the Harlem Shake was on the decline, after the announcements came on in the morning at first hour, right after that, they had the tendency to actually play the Harlem Shake itself. And this went on for 3 weeks straight. 3 fucking weeks of the Harlem Shake when nobody gave a shit about it anymore. Just think about it. And the fact that the entire class was groaning every single time they did it really added more pain to it. Like, fuck! No one gives a shit. Fuck off. Stop trying to appeal to kids with all sorts of stupid shit they don't care about anymore. Just fucking do your own thing, and if people like it, they'll like it. Like, fuck off. No one cares. Stop. Nobody wants to hear the fucking Harlem Shake. Like, no, go away. Go away. Oh, you know, guys, thinking back to how cancer the Harlem Shake was, it's bringing back some pretty bad memories. Oh God, the bad memories, the terrible nightmares, they've all come back. The memories, the terrible nightmares, make it stop. The pain, the torture, make it stop. The Harlem Shake was so fucking terrible. So many normies. Fuck you. And so, there you have it. The things I fucking hated about high school. Now, for those wondering, yes, I did graduate. It's just that, even though I did graduate, there's still things I hated about it. The best part of high school probably was graduating. And yeah, there were a few good things. It's hard to remember what they were, but there were a few good things like, lunch. Because you could talk with friends, something I didn't have. Getting out at the end of the day. Gym class, if you actually had that. Some high schools do, some don't. Field trips. That's it. Yeah, that's it. And for those saying that, well, one day when you're a little bit older, you're definitely gonna miss it. No, I can guarantee you that I won't. If I don't miss it now, I won't miss it ever. Yeah, I do have some nostalgia of high school and probably also elementary school, middle school, and I guess preschool and kindergarten, but that's only because of the good things that happened in those, not the schools themselves. I'm never gonna miss school itself. Fuck that. I will never go back to that. But that's that. If you enjoyed the video somehow, like, comment, subscribe. You already know how to do that shit. Even though you probably won't, because it's too difficult hitting the like button, you know, because priorities. But that's it, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.